So thanks everybody for being here today. We are here to give you an introduction, kind of a little bit of a sneak peek into our first SIP intercom microphone and speaker device that we are calling the GSC3510. This webinar should probably last about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. Have about 10 or 15 slides to give you an introduction into this product, kind of highlight the outstanding features that it offers. Towards the end, give you an idea of really how it integrates with our whole GrandStream solution, which is one of the most, in my opinion, impactful aspects of this product, is the way that it, like many of the other products we've released over the last couple of years, allows you to further expand the communications, the physical security, and facility access and intercom solution with the existing GrandStream products you have, and actually add features and functionalities to it. So let's get going. As I mentioned, if you do have any questions at any point in time, feel free to shoot them over through the chat, which I have a little second monitor here that I'm monitoring the chat on. Also feel free to type them over through the question and answer, which you'll see at the bottom of your screen underneath where, whoops, there we go. Yeah, all right, let's get going. All right, so, we usually start off by kind of giving you a little bit of a update or an explanation of who we are, and for usually kind of catered to those of you that don't know us very well. But I really believe that we've built up a great community, and that we are kind of beyond the point where I think we need to start from scratch and kind of explain what GrandStream is. So before we get into the webinar today, I think this kind of sets the stage for a lot of the great aspects of this product we're here to talk about. I will always like to talk about and kind of remind everybody about the true solutions that GrandStream offers. We are truly a one-stop shop for all of your VoIP, unified communications, networking, facility access, access control, physical security, it goes on and on and on. Solutions that can truly be customized to work with your business. All of them are open source, allowing you to integrate them with many different SIP products, services, third-party software platforms without any licensing fees. We mentioned the flexibility, we mentioned the open source, and all of that put together allows GrandStream solutions to be extremely future-proof, easily expandable in the future. All bringing that all together, we simply allow businesses to do more because of the wide variety of solutions that we offer. And the speaker, the SIP intercom speaker and microphone that we're here to talk about today, in my opinion, does just that. Again, furthers the possibilities of the GrandStream solution. So the actual product, here you go. It is our GSC3510 SIP intercom speaker and microphone. This is a wireless device it supports both Wi-Fi and has a standard 10100 network port built into it to give it a network connection. The speaker aspect of it is an 8-watt high-fidelity speaker with built-in acoustic echo cancellation. The microphone, there are actually 3 directional microphones that are built into this device. Gives you multi-channel microphone array design. It's actually MMAD, which is a pretty popular new audio technology, beamforming technology to allow the device to be able to easily pick up sound that might be further in the distance, somebody speaking, whatnot. And also gives you up to a 4.2 meter pickup distance on the microphone. Integrated dual band Wi-Fi, has built-in Bluetooth support, gives you the network port that I mentioned. So in terms of connecting it to a network, you either can do it through Wi-Fi or through the network port that it offers. Does support full band audio. Opus and G722 are the ones that we like to highlight. We'll list all the codecs coming up. Gives you a great actually we mentioned already the advanced acoustic echo cancellation for that full duplex HD 2-way audio. So I'm going to go into some more detail on all of these features that you see here on the screen. So to start off on the basic level, it's obviously has both speaker and microphone functionality built into it. The device really allows you to extend intercom connections to various parts of an office, a medical office, a residential building, a warehouse, you know, a school, whatnot. And the great thing, as we'll cover later on, is the ability to build these intercom solutions just with Grandstream products now. We have our GDS series of facility access products. We have the GDS facility access products that this links great with. Gives you the ability to extend the ability to interact with that intercom that are at all of the doors within an office by just putting a speaker in a room, or speaker microphone in a room. Also gives you the ability to then use your Grandstream IP phones, or frankly any other IP phones, to tap into that intercom solution to make announcements to the speaker and whatnot. So on the speaker side of things, again, full duplex speakerphone, gives you full HD acoustic chamber, advanced echo cancellation, fully adjustable volume, and I'm just kind of making, I won't say making this up, but from what I have seen, it is easily heard within a 10 to 12 meter distance. I've seen it even further than that. We, over the summer, had one of these installed in our LA office to kind of test it out. And during some meetings that we were having, I thought you were able to hear it from pretty far down the hallway throughout most of the office. On the microphone side of things, as I mentioned, it has 3 built-in microphones with the multi-channel microphone array design, or MMAD for short. Audio beamforming, again, just giving the device the ability to easily pick up voices that might be a little bit further in the distance, or to also kind of work with other potential noise or interference to pick up the strength of that, the person speaking. 4.2 meter pickup distance is what we are saying. In terms of the network connection options, as I mentioned, gives you 2 different options. It has built-in Wi-Fi, supports dual band 802.11a, b, g, or n. Also the 100 megabit per second port, which also is a PoE port, supports both PoE and PoE+. As I'll mention to you later on, this device actually comes in the box with a PoE injector, which is a nice little feature that it offers. So moving back to the Wi-Fi side of things, one thing I wanted to highlight there is you've probably seen a lot of content we've been putting out recently about Wi-Fi voice solutions, and the fact that you can now build entire networks of internal voice solutions all through Wi-Fi. And obviously, you know, we offer all of the solutions that you need to be able to do that. Both the UCM series of IP PBXs to create that voice network, the GWN series of Wi-Fi access points. We have a variety of Wi-Fi voice endpoints, whether it be our WP820 cordless Wi-Fi phone, or like our Android video phones, which also support Wi-Fi, and you'll see some more Wi-Fi phones coming out from us soon. So this is another device that you can add to that Wi-Fi voice solution network. It gives you the ability to basically, especially if you have it synced up with GDS facility access device, to communicate with it through Wi-Fi, and to use all of your other Wi-Fi voice devices, the cordless phones or the video phones, to be able to tap into this intercom network, the SIP speaker, also the GDS, to be able to, you know, create an intercom network, speak through that intercom network from various endpoints throughout the office, as well as the facility access devices at the front door. In terms of Bluetooth support, the device does have Bluetooth built into it, and kind of the use case scenario here is I guess what you see on the slide, the ability to sync it up through Bluetooth with a mobile device, for example, our own GSC3510 speakerphone, or another Grandstream device, or frankly any device that supports Bluetooth. But obviously here we're talking about mobile devices, other SIP speakers, microphones. In this case, we're using the example of kind of extending the voice connection, or the connection to the intercom from the speaker down to another speaker, in this case the GSC3510, or another Grandstream IP phone that supports Bluetooth, to be able to just speak through the speaker and get audio feeds from the speaker on any of these devices. In In terms of the audio, obviously we covered the speaker and the microphone earlier. This is more to do, I guess, with the codecs is the thing that I want to highlight here. It's obviously an HD speakerphone, 20 kilohertz full band audio, which is what gives you the ability, or gives the device the ability to support full band Opus and wideband G722, which are, you know, two of the stronger, better quality codecs in use today. You see the whole list of the other codecs it supports: G711, G726, ILBC, G729, DTMF as well. So supports for pretty much a wide range of all the major voice codecs that are in use today. So what comes in the box? We're getting towards the end here, just kind of finish up here telling you what's in the box, then we'll bring it all home by talking about the way it integrates with the full solution and the deployment options that it offers. So in the box, it comes with the mounting kit that you're going to need either to mount it on a wall or on a ceiling. We'll give you both right in the box. Also does come with a PoE injector, which is a pretty cool little feature. Obviously, in not all use cases are you going to need that PoE injector, but for when you do, it is included simply in the box at no extra cost, nothing that you have to purchase extra. All right, so to kind of begin to bring the speaker all home, and this gives you a visual to what I've been trying to kind of touch on as we go here, is this really is another extension or expansion of the full GrandStream solution. Obviously, you know, over the last year or two, everyone's gotten to know our GDS series of facility access devices well. And we have really been promoting the fact how you can build internal intercom and physical security facility access solutions that are also synced up with your internal voice and video network. And that's pretty much what we're seeing here. And what this speaker, this new GSC3510 SIP speaker microphone gives you is now a dedicated intercom endpoint, so that you can, you know, in addition to using IP phones to communicate with the facility access devices or the full intercom network, which also would consist of all the other GrandStream endpoints on your solution, now also gives you a dedicated intercom speaker microphone endpoint to put in common areas, to put in large areas of an office, to put throughout a hospital, to put throughout a hotel, a warehouse, whatnot. Which also, again, it's not just a speaker, it has a microphone built into it, so it does give you the ability to extend an intercom connection to anywhere in any physical location where you would, without needing to have a dedicated IP phone right there to do so. Again, also gives you the ability to then communicate through that intercom network from the SIP speaker microphone to others at their desk with a GrandStream IP phone, walking around the office with a DECT or a Wi-Fi IP phone, or to anyone that is trying to get into a facility, a visitor, whatnot, through the facility access devices, the GDS series. So last couple of slides here, and then we'll wrap it up and take any questions that you have. In terms of deployment scenarios, and you'll see I, again have across the bottom of these slides the kind of the full intercom solution, or many of the major pieces of the full intercom or office communication solution that this device now expands for you. Offices and enterprises are obviously one of the main uses, the ability to put a speaker, this intercom device on a sidewall or hang it from a ceiling throughout any facility to be quickly able to make announcements, and then not only to be able to make announcements, but then to have anyone within range of that speaker actually be able to communicate back to whoever is making the announcements through two-way audio. Hospitals, doctors' offices, obviously, you can even see it in the picture there that there is an intercom device, speaker, microphone mounted right on the ceiling. In that is obviously, communication, instant communication throughout a location like a hospital is critical. and that this device allows you to extend that intercom connection while also putting a microphone to feed back into it to anywhere within a hospital or medical office. We've been talking a lot recently about school security. Obviously, that's a really important topic, not just here in the United States, but throughout the world, and this is another device that you can add to a Grandstream school solution with the communication or the voice network through the UCMs or through the IP phones. Now you can add, if you haven't already, add the facility access devices and then really have this really powerful intercom throughout a school that is able to be accessed from any phone throughout the school or from anywhere where a GSC device is located. Obviously also wherever any of your facility access cameras or in the GSC3510's case, audio facility access devices are mounted to really, again, create that full intercom network accessible from pretty much any device, any endpoint, as well as the SIP speaker microphone throughout any facility. Apartments and residential complexes, huge within apartment complexes, especially college dorms and whatnot. Again, to just increase the security within the building to allow instant messaging of important, important messages that may come up, while also giving the ability to then speak back or hear anyone that is near that device within an apartment or a residential complex. Retail, obviously, supermarkets is one of the biggest ones here. Anyway, you ever go to a supermarket, you'll often hear announcements being made, sales, employees being paged to clean up spills or to come help out at checkout, and that's a great thing about this device. Is that it allows you to, build a full intercom or a messaging system, voice messaging system within a retail store, supermarket, whatnot. Warehouses as well, obviously, a lot of the same uses we've talked about with all of these other deployment scenarios. The ability to have a device throughout a warehouse that warehouse workers can be communicated to and then talk directly with whoever is communicating with them without needing a dedicated phone on their belt or having to go to a dedicated phone station. Put these devices throughout and you essentially allow seamless communication from anywhere within a warehouse without requiring your warehouse workers to have phones on them. All right, so that pretty much actually wraps up the content here for today. Just kind of want to mention this slide, and it looks like it's actually specifically calls out Grandstream APAC, so my bad for not changing that. But definitely follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. This webinar recording will be posted probably on Facebook and YouTube after this event. Following us on social media, really the best way to keep up with us, to find out about announcements like this. I'm sure many of you here today also get our emails, which is another great way. But this is a really seamless way to keep up with what we're doing, to find out about new announcements, and then as this beta test goes on, to learn a little bit more about this device. So that's really it. That's what we have planned for today. Do want to, again, highlight the fact that this product was announced for beta. So basically we're taking applications for those of you that might be interested in beta testing this GSC3510 SIP intercom speaker microphone. You can head over to betaclub.grandstream.com to sign up for that. We actually, as of last time I looked yesterday, we had over 350 people that had applied for this beta test, and we're accepting 50 people, so it's going to be a pretty competitive selection process. But obviously, we want to give everybody who's interested the ability to apply. So if you're interested in beta testing this device, head over to betaclub.grandstream.com to sign up to beta test it. You'll probably, if you do get approved to test it, you'll probably hear back from us towards the middle to end of next week. Usually the way it works for us is when we announce a product to the beta club, I'll say safely it'll be maybe 2 months, 1.5 to 2 months before the product will be officially announced. So I would look for it this product to be officially announced in the, well, to be safe, we'll say anywhere between the end of May and sometime in July. All right, so with that said, we'll head over to the chat. I see Brian has been taking some questions as we go, so I appreciate that as well. So let's see if there's anything here that I need to take care of. Let me unshare my screen. You should see me pop up back here. Oh, no, let's change this. All right, so let's see what we got here. By the way, if you don't have any questions or you're not interested in hearing any of the answers to these questions, that pretty much does wrap up the webinar here for today, but let me just quickly go through and see what we got. First question, good question. Does it have a sound output port so it can be amplified? Yes, it does. It has, I believe it's a 2-pin port is what it is called. Gives you the ability to amplify or to kind of send the communication through the device out to other devices, call keys, for example, but you can also obviously do that through Bluetooth as well. In terms of pricing, I see that's a pretty popular question. We don't have the pricing available yet. Keep an eye on us over the next couple of months to find out what the price is, which usually will announce the price right around when the product is officially launched. What do we got here? Can the Bluetooth pairing allow the speaker to act as an external ringer for a Bluetooth-enabled phone? My understanding is absolutely. The wattage, it is in terms of the speaker, it's an 8-watt speaker. What do we got here? The question about since it's a SIP endpoint, is it considered an intercom? So, and the question is, would it not ring then? And that absolutely it would ring, and it can be fully configured to do that through the web user interface of the product in terms of what you want the device to do or how you want it to react when it receives an internal call. On that, it also has a great blacklist, whitelist feature to enable you to block certain incoming calls. All right, cool. Looks like with Brian's help, we were able to get through most of the questions. So I appreciate your help on that, Brian. Really appreciate everybody's interest here today in this SIP speakerphone, in this SIP intercom speaker microphone. That will wrap up our webinar for today. Keep an eye on us over the next couple of months for some more information on this product. As I mentioned, it is a beta product, so we're still kind of fully developing the product. Obviously, today we highlighted the major features and functionalities. The product was actually designed for a major client and has actually been being tested internally for quite a while now. So we're really excited about it. Should be a really good product, very stable. So yeah, keep an eye out for the official launch within the next couple of months. If you're interested in beta testing it, head over to betaclub.grandstream.com to sign up for the beta test. The registration or the application deadline for that beta test is next Wednesday, so get them in by then. As I mentioned, so probably will be a very competitive selection process. So, yeah, I guess don't take it personally if we don't end up choosing you. This has already become one of the most popular beta tests that we've had. All right, guys, thanks everybody for being with us. You can check YouTube and Facebook for a recording of the webinar. We'll also send you an email with a recording of the webinar. Yeah, hope everybody has a great day. Know that everyone's busy as always, so we appreciate you taking some time to learn a little bit more about GrandStream, and specifically here today to get a sneak peek on this really exciting upcoming SIP intercom speaker microphone that we're coming out with. All right, guys, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.